Hello and welcome to this video where I will demonstrate Bootstrap spacing utility. In the current version of Bootstrap, spacing is another word for margins and padding. In version 5 of Bootstrap, spacing will be expanded with gap. Gap is used when the display is set as grid. But back to margins and padding. When to use and not to use. For this, I go to a blank page in Wappler. Here I add a container and a row. I set the row to contain 2 columns. I then add a column with a card as its content. I change the card's background and text color. This will emphasize the effects of applying margins and padding. Further to this example, I duplicate the row. Here we see that there is no space between the 2 cards. We are now stuck with a dilemma. Do we add a margin or padding? Let me try padding first to see what happens. This has had the effect of increasing the height of the card. Not exactly what I had in mind. I'll remove the padding and add a margin instead. The result is what I wanted. Why is this? Selecting the card, we see that the margin is not part of the card element. The margin merely places a space between the 2 cards. Then what is the effect of padding? For this I go to the card body. Here we see that the padding is part of the card body. The effect is to place a space between edge of the card body and the content. To summarize, padding determines how content sits within a container. Margins determine the space surrounding an element. Margins can be used to move an element up or down. This was illustrated when the second card was moved down to create a space between the 2 cards. Similarly, using margins, elements can be moved left or right. To demonstrate this, I want to move the card body up into the space occupied by the image placeholder. For this I apply a negative margin. To better show the effect, I change the width of the card body. We clearly see that the card body protrudes into the element above. Now for the horizontal movement of the card body. I apply a left margin of auto. This moved the card body over to the right edge of the card. Applying a right auto margin has moved the card body to the center of the card. This is one of the methods that can be used to center any block level element as long as it has a specified width. The card body has a transparent background by default. When I add a background color, we can more clearly see the effect. That is it for now. I hope this video has been of use. My name is Ben Plesier. I will continue to create more videos like this one. If you want to stay updated, hit the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching.